you really understand about cutting and trimming on your timeline in Filmora. Welcome to the 20 of our Greater Height Challenge, episode 5, how to cut and trim on your timeline in Filmora. Before anything, I want to just give you this beginning guideline that I will use before I will show you how to do that. First of all, you need to understand these three things when it comes to cutting, which is your straight cut, your L cut, and your J cut. So basically, your straight cut is when you cut both your video and your audio at the same time. Your L cut is when your video comes before your audio. Your J cut is when your audio comes before your video. So if you're able to understand these basics about how to cut your clips, then you have gotten a fundamental step on how to edit your videos. Now join me and let me show you how to do that on Premiere. Okay, so what you're saying now is our interface, and basically what you need to know about cuts is first of all, let me show you where you can get our tool for cutting. You see this, you can manually select it here. You can select it here to get your cut. Then anywhere you want to cut, you can just click on it to cut. This is one of the easiest way you can cut your clips. Another way you can get it is by just you drag this, you drag this to any point of your this thing. Then it's better you select, because when you don't select whatever you want to cut, when you don't select whatever you want to cut, let me say now there's nothing selected. So if you cut, automatically it will cut your whole timeline. It will cut all your clips on your timeline. So it's better you select you select the particular clip or audio that you want to cut before you click on split. Then before you click on it, when you click on it, automatically it will cut your clip. Okay, first of all, why do we cut? We cut to remove empty gaps, empty spaces. If there are repetition of words, we use our cut tool to cut all those and remove them. And that is one of why we use it. Another thing here is our trimming. Why do we trim? How do we trim? Um, okay, first of all, cutting. So when we want to cut, we are looking at for things like empty gaps. So let me use an example now. Um, let me use an example now. We are recording, and at some point, you aren't saying anything. So at some point, you aren't saying anything. So if let's imagine that there was an empty voice here now, so you can easily just go here, cut and cut, and you can just delete it. And so you can just easily delete it, and we have easily done that. I don't know if you understand. But now when it comes to trimming, you can just easily now, let me say, you can just easily cut this part. So instead of you to go here again and delete, you can just easily just go at the edge of it, click and hold on it, then you can just drag it. Automatically you have trimmed the clip. So that is one thing that I wanted to explain and show you about cutting and trimming. Now I said something regarding how we cut our clips. We don't just cut any part. Sometimes you want to you want to cut and make sure that your next clip is properly aligned. That was why I said something. That was why I said something regarding our different cuts, which is the straight cut, the J cut, and the L cut. So now I told you that our straight cut is when both your is when your video and your audio is when you cut both your audio and your video to align with your next clip. So now looking at it from this aspect, this already is what we call our straight cut. This is what we call our straight cut. So here now that both the audio and the listening is aligned at the same time, this is what we call this is what we call our this is what we call our our straight cut. But now if you want to get our L cut, which is where our video comes before the audio, so it's like people want to see the action before they hear what is happening. So you just trim this down and you just align it together. That is how we can simply get um, that result. So from here now, you can easily, you can easily, um, you know, from here now, you can easily just you can just get your audio first before the sorry, you can easily get your video first before your audio comes in. That is what L cut is. So now DJ cut is basically when your audio DJ cut is basically when your audio comes before your video. So you cut your audio and you allow your audio sorry you allow your audio to play before people see what is happening. So now let me use an example. Let me trim this down. Let me trim this down. I can just get this audio inside. So it will start playing, you know. So something like this. So to just start playing before the main action comes in. Okay, instead of if for you to cut, you're going to split and you're going to remove. Then your trim helps you to shorten your edges, to shorten your videos. Then I took and then the different types of cuts, the three different types of cuts, which is your straight, L, and J cuts.
If this video helped you, don't forget to follow along and I'll see you tomorrow.